Right along, motherfuckers.
Turn up the headphones a little bit, Wally. Fuck it, yeah. I keep this shit from the middle, grab that hell six wing. Right before I tear this Henny bottle up and spark the green. Young niggas all across the globe just tryna get some green. Focus up and stay consistent, this shit closer than you think. Protect my energy, I never let them intervene. We all gon' get shit bustin' when it's time to play the scene. But we need way more execution when it's time to follow dreams. So I gotta execute, cause this shit closer than you think.
It's not up at all.
Now I can,
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. This is the Ride Along Podcast.
Yeah.
May we all bow our heads.
Yep.
Dear,
Our podcast. Huarton, Johanna's basement. She's dressed like a district attorney.
yeah, but one with style.
yeah.
That's right.
Hell
Got
yeah,
a huge
man.
caseload.
Huge load.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's up, man?
Yeah, all right. Joe's not. This is the first episode where Joe came in pissed, but it's not at us.
Yeah, I like it. Kind of like it.
I do. It's
Still a challenge for you
refreshing.
guys to make me laugh, though.
yeah.
What was Jesus' last name?
It ain't Christ.
You ever heard Joseph Christ?
Was
You ever heard Mary Christ?
I think
See, that's a good question.
that is a great question.
What was Jesus' last fucking name?
What was Jesus'
Watson.
middle name? Watson. Yeah, Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus
Hernandez.
Williams. Yeah, Hernandez. It's probably some Middle Eastern. What be the Chaldean
Jesus
last name?
Ocho Cinco.
Right? Fucking Jesus Meta World Peace. Or some shit.
That would be his fucking
Jesus
name.
World Peace.
Jesus World Star.
Does God have a last? Why don't
Hey,
God
Siri.
got a last name? Hey Siri.
Yeah.
What was Jesus' last name?
Just a sec. Jesus, also referred to as Jesus of Nazareth and Jesus Christ, was a first-century Jewish preacher and religious leader.
Not who was
Okay,
he?
but what was
Shall I
his name?
What was and
No.
why is your Siri a dude?
Because
His name
Damn.
shouldn't be
That's what I
Siri. It should be
chose.
like fucking Sean.
serious.
That's like the-
Serious.
That's like the thing when we were
Serious
talking
one.
about, like how LeBron James is a butler is a white dude. That's on purpose. Johanna
is
having a
definitely-
dude. She don't
mhm.
want.
Serve me, you
Yeah.
you low life.
That's right.
Is that really what it is? Like a power thing for you to have a
No, I don't.
virtual dick inside your
Because
phone?
I wanted the British accent,
I got a British accent on my shit.
so I felt like I had a butler, you know.
Dude,
like Jeffrey from Fresh Prince. Or
Yes.
fucking
British people are disgusting.
yeah, Joe. Wait, did you want to talk about that or no? How you had to ask rich people for money today?
It was so hard.
It's the worst.
And like Chase Bank of all, you know, wasn't even like a credit union.
Oh, Chase Bank ain't giving shit away, son.
They actually are.
They are not
yeah,
to me. Not
and I live at an address that I get like $2,500 towards my closing price too. Like they really are just giving money away. I don't know.
Well,
damn.
not the minorities.
They like apparently
Exactly.
apparently the economy is crashing in the next couple of years or something. So, or at least that's what everyone's saying. So maybe that's why they're like, and you get a loan, and you get a loan.
Yeah.
They not giving me a loan. Guess what my credit score is? Guess. actually.
420.
Guess.
God. Yeah. 311.
Nah. shoot.
311,
Joe's about right.
420.
It's about 4 something.
Oh.
I just said fuck my student loans. I'm just gonna hope this comedy bag come first.
Keep them waiting until you're
There's
balling.
no like Jesus did not have a last name.
That sucks, man. What do you put in the yearbook?
Yeah.
It was just Jesus, bro.
I guess so.
Did Jesus go to school? What was Jesus doing when he was like 15?
Right. Looking all awkward and pimply.
Yeah,
He's like, "Hey, son of God!" People were picking on him. "Hey, son of God!
yeah,
You ever hear of proactive?"
yeah. So Jesus probably getting the shit. How tall was Jesus? Was he big? He wasn't no
Oh,
big
he was
nigga.
he was a slim boy.
He was
feel
slim,
like,
but was he tall?
I feel like he was.
I feel like he
Bart
was like
Dangus.
5'8".
He looks like Bart Dangus.
Nah,
He can't
Bart.
be no short, stubby, like me looking type of dude. and
I
being,
feel like Jesus was little. All the famous niggas was little.
He was a Jew.
Yeah, exactly. What
Yeah.
tall Jewish niggas you know? Yeah.
Pau Gasol? I don't know.
Here, okay. There are a few choices. He could be known as Joseph the Carpenter. He was probably Yosef ben Jacob
Joseph ben Jacob. Joseph ben
or
Jacob.
Joseph son of Jacob to most people.
That's a
Son of shit. That's fucked up.
Legally, he was the son of Healy.
Johanna, if we were still doing that, you would be Johanna's son of fill in the blank.
Son of getting denied credit loans.
Rude. Too soon.
Too soon? My bad. Too soon. My bad.
She never known her dad
Jo-
too soon.
Johanna, son of Pancho.
Poncho.
Oh, that's right.
Is
Oh
that
shit.
Francisco,
who's
Dude.
Poncho?
but his nickname's Pancho. My dad.
You
Oh,
know what?
Pop-
Like I was thinking about
Pops.
this. I think it makes perfect sense that the Jews were the ones that like didn't believe in Jesus, that he was the Son of God.
I'm not. Just I don't know.
We're
It might
talking
be-
too much about being on the podcast.
Yeah, I told
yeah.
you about Doug.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
Nick,
Doug.
you got to
That
talk
was a
about
solid point. Shout out Chris Douglas, aka Doug. Don't ever call him Chris. He was like to me. He looked like he was saying it in a way that like he's been thinking about it.
that.
And it was like he basically interrupted me mid like conversation, and he was like, "You guys talk a lot about on the podcast about how you're on a podcast."
Like he took a big
Like you took it like personally.
he took a big deep breath and was like,
Well,
I've
you
been
just
I've been
said
meaning
it.
to tell you.
It's like it's like
Just
his
you
son
know?
coming out gay.
It's like I'm not trying to like hurt your feelings, but
Yeah, like it was very fatherly, but like also very kid-like, because he was like, it just came out, and he's like, "You guys talk a lot on the podcast about how you're on a podcast," and I was like, "Go on, okay, this is good."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Yeah, I just think like if you guys just never did that, it'd be better." No, he's like, "I just think if you guys just like talked and not mentioned that it would be more natural and less like whatever." Like it, and I'm guilty as I probably do it the most. Let's be honest.
But like talk about being on a podcast. Like what does he mean? Like just like talk about our levels and shit. Talking about
no, not
like,
even that. Like, just like we mentioned the fact that it's, or I don't know. I've never listened to another podcast like that constantly says
it's
stuff
every
like,
single time that you guys are like, "Come on, talk about it, Johanna," and I'm like, "No, not right now." And you guys are like, "We're on a podcast."
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Who knows? We'll ask him for
Hey,
details
I
later.
don't know. I
Doug.
felt it when he said it, but now it's kind of dwindling.
Doug, fuck your.
We'll ask him.
if
We'll
you
ask him when
listening,
we see him
yeah.
tomorrow at Detroit to LA,
Yeah.
'cause you know he's gonna be there.
Yeah.
All right,
Mhm.
you just reminded me of something. There's this store that I go to sometimes on the way home, and this guy, every time I'm in there, brings up the weather. And I know it's coming, and he's a sweet guy. He's a Chaldean dude. He's got his hair slicked back. How you doing, brother? Good. 5 something. All right, I give it to him. Then he goes, and I'm just waiting for him. I'm like, okay, here it comes. He's like, hey, it's getting better, huh? Yeah, out there, next week it's going to be all 50. I'm like, yeah, great weather. And I'm sick of it, and I'm like getting close to saying something about it. One time, just like, well, I take that back. I would never fucking say nothing about
What
it.
are you gonna say to him?
But-
Hey, quit fucking talking to me about the fucking weather, you asshole.
Yeah, if I snap.
Jesus, do you got anything else to fucking say?
Yeah.
Like,
But here's the dude. All right, so I don't know how the subject got brought up,
You
but
should just be like, "Jews, am I right?"
yeah.
but God, funny enough, got brought up somehow. And then
Interesting.
I was there for 3 minutes while he ranted to me about God. And I was like, God damn, dude, go back to the weather, dude.
See, be careful what you
And
wish
I
for.
and I was even, and he kept talking about the existence of God and all this and that, and in my head I had like a little rebuttal thing that I wanted to say. I was like, don't say it, Nick. Just, what are you gonna change his mind? Like, what? I don't care, whatever. And I ended up saying it. I was just like,
What was it?
because he was talking about like how God gave us free will to do this and that, and I was like, all right, so I get that, right? But we get free will, but we have a destiny, and God has a plan for us, right? So how can you have a plan for you, and God knows what you're gonna be, but you still have free will?
That's deep.
That's a great.
Why'd you roll your eyes?
My
Yo, that just threw me off, son.
Think about
That's
that.
some real shit.
Think about that, dude. All right, so God has a plan for you, right? So
Yeah.
when he made you, he's like, I'm gonna fuck up his legs at age 20, whatever you are.
Yeah,
Mhm.
nice.
You know, yeah. When at 29, I'm gonna fuck his world up, but then I'm gonna give him like a famous comedy career. But then he's gonna die of leukemia at 40, right? I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I don't want to put that on you. Maybe
Damn.
that's the case, but I'm just saying.
Shout
So
out to the universe.
how did you have free will to not do that?
You didn't.
Didn't.
If he drew out, that's like if you drew out a blueprint for your life.
Yeah.
Like I might think it's free will, but I'm following this blueprint that you already fucking, you know what I'm saying, that you gave me.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, that's not free will at all.
Mhm.
Johanna doesn't agree because she a Jesus freak. What's
I'm not
what
a
you
Jesus
need,
freak.
Reverend Johanna?
I'm not a Jesus freak.
No.
No,
Ain't Peruvians.
our friend Connor Mead went to dinner with me and my family the other night, and we went with like my uncle and aunt who are extremely religious, and they pray before every meal. And it's like me and Connor, you know, like sitting at the end of the table, just like, and she just like automatically puts her head down.
Do you
and
play-
I
do you
laughed at
play
her right in
along?
front of her. Me?
Yeah.
No.
You just kind of look like, what do you do while you just pull out your phone?
No, I don't pull out my phone. I'm
You
just
play
like,
along.
cool. Like
Right.
I'll
You
wait
say amen
30
and everything?
seconds.
Yeah,
I don't say amen.
You
I don't say anything.
Man? Damn, bro.
No.
You're
And then
Jesus
like
fuck.
they're the uncle and aunt that like host Thanksgiving, they'll host Christmas and shit. And they'll host Thanksgiving and they'll invite all of their church friends. So it's like 20 people getting together for Thanksgiving, and of course we're there because we're immediate family and shit. And they will legit stand in a fucking circle and hold hands and
Oh,
do
my family
like
do that too.
yeah. And then I like won't.
I'm thankful.
You don't hold hands?
I'll like hold hands because I'm like standing next to my mom.
Hooray, hoorah. Hey,
Like,
welcome Christmas. Sorry.
I'll like hold my mom's hand, but I like will not put my head down or anything like that.
Oh, I look
And I'm the only one.
every time
I'm
I
the
Dude,
look.
every
only one.
time we gotta hold hands, dude, I just try to like, I try to position myself so I'm next to somebody who I feel like holding hands of. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's one of his church friends, I'm like, I ain't trying to hold your sweaty ass palm, nigga. Get the
Right.
fuck out of here. Like I'm
It's always like a weak handshake, you know? Like,
yeah,
it's like
uh-huh.
like a pinch.
You're just
like
grabbing two fingers.
Yeah.
You know
Bring
what I mean?
church
two
friends?
fingers.
Oh, my family, they do exactly what she said. They bring church friends, and my uncle get these lit ass fucking
Yeah.
prayers take like 15 minutes. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
boy.
Hang
I'll
on,
talk about
my
you.
mom's
Thinks
calling
he's
me,
spitting
and I'm gonna
bars.
answer it.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, but listen.
Put it up to the mic.
Hey.
Put it up to the mic.
Really was my 29 years old daughter tonight.
How'd she do? How did she do?
Went okay. The lady that spoke with her was very nice.
That's okay, but listen, Mom, you're on the podcast, so I need you to say H&M.
Oh shit! What?
I need you to say H&M.
Are you into Amy?
Yeah. Say
H&M?
say H and M.
H&M. I cannot.
Say
And what?
say phenomenon.
Phenomenon?
Why you gotta speed it up?
Phenomenon?
Is it what? H&M. Oh, she can
Oh,
do it.
oh.
She can do it.
Now we got my aunt, my Tia is on it too.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to call my mom now on the podcast. I'm the only
So
person.
my aunt decided she had to pretend like she was me to talk to a person on the phone.
Really?
Yeah. How did she do playing me as a character?
Oh my God, she was 20 years old. She was happy about it. They heard me.
Too bad.
She's doing her podcast.
Hey, too bad.
They heard me, baby.
That's great. Too bad she doesn't have the tits for it. You know.
Oh yeah. Well, tell her how to say a word. She doesn't say it right neither. Spaghetti.
Is spaghetti?
Yeah, it's more than
Spaghetti,
one.
yeah,
I don't know
H&M.
what American says. I don't know what American says spaghetti. If it's more than one video.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Mariana.
Spaghetti.
Now they're arguing about who says spaghetti better.
Spaghetti.
She said, "Why did they say spaghetti if there's more than one noodle?"
Spaghettis.
Spaghettis. It's
We're
spaghettis.
eating the spaghettis.
Spaghettis. All those spaghettis.
What? It's spaghetti.
All right, you guys. I gotta go. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
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 So ridiculous.
Well, your mama sounds so sexy over the phone, bro.
Where do you think I get my voice from?
Yeah, but your mama, though.
Sounds like
My mom is sexy.
Your mama is sexy. Your mama could get it. Your mama
My mom
couldn't
and my
get it.
aunt.
Your mama couldn't get it because I can't give it to her.
because she don't want to fuck a black dude.
Because
Pretty much.
She raised you to not do so.
Yeah.
But it's okay. She's still
When
fine.
I was dating Mike Logan, my mom thought that EJ was Mike Logan once,
Of course you did.
and you look nothing like
I look
him.
nothing like that motherfucker.
So
but
yeah, that's my mom in a nutshell. Can't pronounce shit, and she's racist.
And your aunt tried to pretend to be you on the phone. That's why you ain't get no loan.
Yeah, for real.
No, they were calling to complain about them
Oh, shit.
like reporting to the credit bureau that I wasn't paying my car payment.
Whoever
When
answered
I
the phone was like,
when-
hello? And
Yeah.
then they were just, neither of them understood it
Right.
anybody.
Right. Which, for the record, I was paying everything on time, everyone listening, but they had the wrong address, and then they docked my credit score by 100 points.
Chase Bank's listening right now, like, cancel that shit right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't call her back in 2 weeks.
No, 2 to 4 months. That's not bad. It'll be okay.
I wish I had, I wish I was financially,
Set.
not set, just some stuff I just decided not to pay for. And sometimes I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah,
It's not
sometimes.
And then sometimes I just don't really give a fuck.
Don't get me wrong. It's taken me, like, long time to, pay off credit cards in the past and shit. But I think You okay? We're talking about money, and EJ suddenly is sick.
Like, good credit.
The thought of that gets me fucking sick over here. Me.
Payday loans.
No, but what helped my credit was leasing cars. That
They
helped it a
wouldn't
lot.
give me, them niggas wouldn't give me a 1979 Volkswagen Beetle with my credit, dog.
Dude.
That car could cost $200, and they be like, "Oh, nah, you need a cosign, my nigga, bro. I can't."
There's a hobo that lives in the trunk. But They
Yeah.
still won't give it to you.
Right.
They wouldn't give me none of that shit.
You are the hobo.
I am the
Yeah.
hobo.
Yeah.
It was when I was living out my car when I was like, I decided I was like, I'm not gonna pay any of these credit cards. It's only I have like $600 in credit card debt, and I still haven't
It
paid
ain't shit.
It's not shit at all. I could have been paid that shit.
Are they still out there floating around?
They still out there floating around, son.
Pay
Shout out my
'em.
credit score, 420, baby.
Pay them off, and your credit score will go up. You are so dumb.
Yep.
You're a
Emily gonna
fucking
have to sign on
bartender.
everything.
You're a fucking bartender. You can get your credit score back up.
Well, I was going to work on my shit, but then, you know what I'm saying, them niggas' legs now I'm trying to get the
Blame it on the
disability
legs.
thing. Yeah. It always comes down to it, dog.
It
Uh-huh.
always comes down to the legs.
I'm gonna milk this shit, bruh. If
I was gonna
can.
eat your pussy, but my legs.
I was
don't
just
work.
gonna say that. I was gonna pay my credit card.
But then my legs broke.
I was
But
gonna
then-
eat that pussy, but then my legs broke.
Hey.
I was gonna fucking give a ring, Emily, but then my legs broke. Da, 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 da. And now I'm sitting here because I can't walk.
Hey.
You just borderline gargled your beer.
Yeah, I just had to gargle.
Who can hit the highest note?
No.
I know
Doing
we've
this
done
fucking
that.
again.
Hey, all right, here we
No.
go. I got one for you. How far away is the moon? Guess how many miles?
I don't know.
Is this a thing? Is this like
Millions.
a segment? This is
Millions,
No.
hundreds
look,
of thousands.
I'll give you a hint. It's in between. No, I ain't giving you a hint. Go on. That's the fun of it. Is
You
guess-
actually know the answer?
I do. So I know around what the answer is. Yeah.
Okay, that does not knowing the answer.
Well,
It's not a million. That's far. Oh,
I'm not gonna give you any hints.
a
You just said you
million
were.
miles. 1 million
I'll
miles.
give you
I'm
the-
just fucking.
the
I'm just throwing
the
out a
complete
fucking number.
circumference of the Earth is 24,000. Because the Earth spins at 1,000 miles per hour, and that's why it's like 24 hours a day, something like that. What's
I
the
can't
segment
wait to
called?
do. I
Nick
can't
Does
wait to do
Science?
fact checks. I can't wait to do fact checks. Fact
know
checks with a PH.
The Earth don't
Starting
spin 'cause
after
it's
December
flat.
1st, ladies and gentlemen.
Bitch, we're spinning at 1,000 miles per hour
No,
right
we're
now.
not.
We
That
don't
bitch-
even
that
feel
bitch
it.
flat. We floating.
The Earth is flat,
We are
dude.
floating.
Please don't get me excited about that. And I'm not gonna. Well, we can get back to that. But also, how far do you think the way the moon is?
I'd say about like 500,000.
500,000?
I don't know. That seems low. I don't know.
I don't know.
The moon is 500,000 miles away. The Earth is flat, and the moon.
You could take Floyd Mayweather.
I could, yeah, fuck that nigga Floyd, but yeah, it's the sun and the moon, and that's it on a flat plane of Earth with the thing coming down.
The
on
thing.
The bottom.
So you think the moon is flat too? Johanna, you're not out of this, by the way. But you think the moon is flat too?
It could be.
That's interesting. Why do we see different like different craters in it?
You think
know?
the moon is
Different
just like
craters. What do you mean
like
different
cardboard
craters?
cut out in a circle and shit?
I think the moon landing was fake.
like in a child's play.
I think they.
The moon is the
yeah.
fat kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
His parents got a recorder.
Like the you talking about the instrument?
No.
Whatever the fuck.
No.
Hot crust buns.
Yes.
What is hot crust?
Hot
Dave
crust
Attell.
buns.
We
You
gotta
don't
talk
know?
about that. Yeah.
But anyways,
But yeah, the moon is not. I don't know if the moon is flat.
it's not.
The moon. Yeah, you've been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, so
that's
tell
the
me,
only
tell
way
me.
I can know about the moon. is
Tell me, you've been to the Earth. When you been to the moon, my nigga?
well, if by that logic I've been to the Earth, then it's round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You been around the whole thing?
I've been to the moon though.
You been to the moon?
Yeah, I took 3 hits of acid one time.
Dude.
You been to the sun?
Did you really
Yeah.
take 3 hits of
3
acid?
hits of acid, and we went sledding on the night of a solar eclipse or something like that.
I feel like that
lunar
doesn't
eclipse.
count. Like if you're like, okay, were you with a lot of people or just a
Yeah.
few friends
It was
or
good friends. Like yeah, like probably like.
did
11th
they all
grade.
take 3 hits as well?
One other person took 3, and the other took 2.
Here's a question.
So it was 3 of you.
Well, no, it was. No, I didn't. I meant the others took 2.
Okay.
Yeah, when we went sledding.
Why do people take drugs for stuff that's already fun?
I don't know, but I feel like that doesn't count. Like if you're
Make
gonna
it more
take
fun.
like 3 hits of acid, you need like, well, I guess in my opinion, because you're probably fucking crazy, but
yeah.
you need like a drug sitter. I would need a drug
Oh
sitter.
yeah, like we did have one.
You had a drug sitter?
You need a
Well, not a
like
drug
if
Why do
you're
you need
gonna
a drug
lose your
sitter?
mind, you should have a drug sitter. In my opinion, I
Brian,
would
isn't
need
that
one.
gonna make you freak out more if you got somebody trying to be like, calm down?
No. It has to be
No.
like somebody like you fully trust and like
I
you
know
know.
exactly what you're saying. I agree. too.
Yeah, I gotta go check out my dogs. I'll be right back.
The so like, for me, acid and shrooms are not something I've ever done socially. I've
Yeah.
never once taken either of those and gone into like a party, or I did went to a party one time, but it wasn't like my like I like being weird about like it feels really weird to me. I like it to be a weird thing. I like it to
So
be with
you like
close
to
friends
just be like in your basement, just fucking
with
tripping,
friends or something. Yeah.
tripping fucking balls.
Yes. Like it's never a thing where it's like don't mind the dogs right now.
Okay.
But like we did have one friend that was there that
Mhm.
wasn't tripping, and I really liked it because one, we had one friend that was bad tripping, and 2, you can feel real dark for a second on that
Like
shit.
dark, like how?
Like I don't. You could just have really like like you could just not. You don't have a dark thought or anything, but you can feel really, just the same way that like it makes you feel super euphoric, and like you can fucking conquer the world, and like just like everything's funny and everything's good and everything's one or whatever.
So if you want to feel like that, why you? So you why would
But
you rather do
also-
that in a house?
Oh no, I always have to go outside. That's like
Okay.
that's my other thing.
So you
is
just
I'm
like being
can't
by
be outside.
yourself. You don't like being
Not
like.
not by myself. I like to be with a good group of friends, and just like do whatever we do. But I don't like. I've never gone to the comedy club on shrooms or nothing like that. Like it's always it's a weird thing for me. Like I don't know. It's not a social thing at all. But
I've only done them. So I've never done acid, but I've only done shrooms socially.
yeah,
Man, it's
you've
so-
never done acid.
Nah, I'm kind of afraid of it.
It's better.
I heard it's better, but
I
I'm
like
still afraid of it. I'll do cocaine all night long, but fucking yeah, acid.
I revert back to like being a child when I'm on drugs.
Like cocaine.
No,
You-
I can't do coke anymore
Yeah. Why?
because my hangovers are so bad. Like if I get really drunk and mix my liquor and shit, like
Mhm.
I am fucking dead for 2 days. You throw cocaine in there, I'm
Yeah.
calling the ambulance.
'Cause
It's not
cocaine
like
make
I
you-
need Gatorade. It's like I need a fucking doctor. Like
Yeah.
my heart is in my throat
Mm.
or like coming out of my butthole. I don't know. There's things happening.
High or low.
It's,
The
it's
heart's not where it should be. Let's put it
Dude.
that way. Yeah.
Dog,
It sucks.
cocaine because it just makes you feel like you could drink forever, and you can drink forever. But then you wake up in the morning like, damn, I drank forever, and that's fucking, and then you get
even like
that drunk
even like
forever
the
hangover.
tiniest bump. When I was in San Diego in July, I did like the tiniest bump of coke, and the next day I fucking died.
Just one bump.
Just one bump. My friend
Fentanyl in
my
it.
friend took me to her favorite breakfast place, which was like a 25-minute drive.
Tequila.
And in the
Tequila.
Mimosa.
Or I skip mimosa. Cocaine.
Right
That's
to it.
is that where that came from? No, you was telling that joke before that.
I have been telling that, not that joke in that order, but I've been saying mimosa, tequila, cocaine since I first started comedy.
Damn.
Yeah. And that was always my cousin's favorite line. So I kept it, but then I like built it into like a scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you was in San Diego. You took one bump
I was in
and
San
a
Diego,
mimosa.
took one bump, and then my friend who was hosting me took me to her favorite breakfast place 25 minutes away from her fucking house. And I sat down at the table and was like, we got to go. I could not even.
One bump.
I could
nigga,
not
you
even.
A pussy. That's a cup
I'm
of
not
coffee.
a pussy. I'm just I can't even drink coffee. I can't even drink coffee. I have to have the
Damn.
smallest cup of coffee.
So you couldn't have been in Vegas with us, dog. When we was in Vegas this summer, dog.
I mean, I can hang. I just can't do cocaine.
We did.
It's not the next morning.
We did.
Can't hang.
Blow, nigga. We fucking did. Blow.
No, I'm very
Bilal?
good at. I'm
We
very.
did Bilal. Yeah, Bilal came out. We did.
Dude, I feel like if you fucking Bilal's a comedian in Detroit. I feel like if we just cremated him and snorted his shit, we'd have some crazy thoughts.
Yeah, it's like bath salts.
Yeah, I'll start eating Johanna's face off in a second.
You would need a drug sitter for sure if you
Yeah.
snorted Bilal Swain.
Getting high off that
Absolutely.
Bilal Swain. But
He
Dude,
should
that does sound
he
like
should
a
have
drug.
like a strain of weed like named after him.
Bilal.
Bilal Swain.
Yeah.
Bilal Swain strain, the Swain strain.
The Swain strain, baby.
One time I was in Fort Myers and we were I was like probably in 10th grade or something, and we were rolling up a blunt, and these kids from like local area came up and they were like, "Yo, you guys rolling up a Paul Blart?" and I loved it. And I'll never forget that.
What's the
I'll be
fucking-
80 years old remembering them calling it a Paul Blart.
I don't get it.
It's Paul
Yeah.
Blart, the mall cop. It's
I mean, I know what the fuck the movie is.
I don't know.
why
I
that
like that.
refers to weed.
What's your favorite word for a blunt?
An L.
A bleo? That's
An L.
Chaldean. A bleezy, an L?
Mhm.
My friends call cones. You know those cones?
Yeah.
They call
Yeah.
them kerns. I fuck-
Kerns?
I'd
Oh,
smoke a
what are they,
kern.
Medea?
Yeah, that's
Get
so
on this
silly.
Kern guy. I fucking love it. Dude, my friends have
Rolling
the
up
most
another kern.
My friends have the most hilarious lingo, dog. They're they're the funniest niggas that ain't comedians, bro. For real, love hanging out with people.
That's
like
how
that.
my friends are too.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
feel the same
it's
way.
nice.
you surround yourself with fucking funny people.
See, like, people like that are funny. Like, I feel the same exact way what you guys just said. But,
You got superheroes on your socks?
let's hold on.
like we not about to just let that slide, bro. You should see how Nick's sitting too.
We'll get back to that. I'm sitting very Ellen.
Yeah, rubbing his
Very
knees.
Ellen.
It's like, yeah, you watching daytime television.
You just
Gay.
threw me off. Now I'm thinking about my socks.
What were we? I forgot we were talking about funny friends.
Yeah,
That
like,
ain't
I think
comics.
that, yeah, but there's something in us, I'm going to say narcissism, that makes us want to
Okay.
get up there. Or I don't know if it's narcissism, but like there's a difference between being funny in everyday situations and being like having the desire to sit down and write a joke and go up on stage and bomb
Oh, I think it's
and
all.
eat dick and keep going. Like,
I think it's all. I think it's a shit ton of narcissism, dude.
dude,
It's
like,
like
we
look
all
at
like
me.
started
It's my
comedy,
turn to talk.
and we're all it's downhill from there. And
But I
down,
don't really
mean, like,
see. I don't think that about like us. Like
no,
I don't think that we're like, look at me, it's my turn to talk. I think like genuinely.
But I think there's some element to it. Like it's
But
like
in general,
we want
we're
to
trying
be
to-
heard.
yeah. Yes.
We were like, you know what I mean. You're not just gonna go talk. It's this like
There's a
this
little
is
bit
the
of it.
this is the like one of the biggest fears of humans. Like
Public speaking.
public speaking
Yeah.
is one of the biggest fears in the fucking world, next to like falling off a fucking cliff. And we do it because we care that much about people hearing what we got to say, that we're gonna do the second most fearful thing in the world.
Dude, what is the first?
I think falling. I think falling.
Number
I think,
one, it's the dark, actually.
is it the dark?
Yeah.
I thought it was falling.
No, I heard
That's
that.
another
I
fact
remember.
check.
No, that is definitely a fact check. 'Cause
No,
I don't think
it's-
that's true.
I don't
It's
think that's
true.
true. I'm pretty sure it's falling.
Well, the dark is
Monsters under
basically
the bed.
Why you're afraid of the dark, or when you're in your basement and you get that little fucking feeling like you did when you were a kid or whatever?
Dude,
It's because it's unknown. It's not the dark that scares you.
Or
It's
when you're
because
walking
of
up the stairs.
What might be.
yeah.
And you think somebody's following
Yes.
Oh,
It's-
But you believe in ghosts and shit. I don't believe in that shit. So I'm like, fuck that nigga behind me.
Yeah. Like I hit an age where I was like, oh, there's actually nothing there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's like even if he does, he ain't about
I'm
to do
afraid
shit.
of my own fucking shadow.
Yeah,
For real.
that's crazy because your shadow only 2 feet tall.
I know.
But like, for us to want to do a career where we get on stage and feel good about ourselves at the end of the day. Listen, we can
Yeah,
all
but that
three of us-
stems from like us being funny probably our entire lives and always
Yes.
always chasing that laughter. Because
Yeah,
I've
trying to
always been
capitalize
like,
on
especially with my family, like I've always been the person to like kind of like create the peace or like
Yeah.
keep the peace with my sense of humor, like
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
my family is constantly yelling at each other. There's no getting together and there not being a fight, and a public fight. Like I could
Mhm.
bring my boyfriend for the first time ever to a dinner and I'm embarrassed, like
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always gotta like break the ice, you know, or like they'll go hard at each other, like my mom and her sisters and shit, and then it's just like silence,
Mm.
and then they like pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Do you celebrate?
But I
things?
straight up and I'm like, she just said you had saggy titties 30 seconds ago, and you're just gonna act like she didn't say that shit? Like you're
Does
crazy.
your mom do the same thing my mom does, where it's like if she's mean or something like that, or if like she gets in an argument or something like that, she'll overcompensate like an hour later by being way too nice and not mentioning it at all. My mom will be like, "Oh, we got bacon in the fridge. We got
Yeah.
eggs." I'm like, "I know what you're doing." You know what I mean? It's okay.
It's like I heard the saggy titties thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Chill. All right, relax.
Don't say that to me again, Mom.
Yeah.
It's
Like, don't say I have a little dick in front of everybody. Mom,
Yeah.
Right.
All right. I don't now need to try to offer me beers now. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
right.
Yeah. It's like, quit telling me what's in the fridge. I have eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you? So that's what I was gonna ask you. Y'all, you celebrate Thanksgiving and shit, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So like, and you've been a comic for what? One Thanksgiving?
2.
2 Thanksgivings. So
This will be my second.
So
one.
like when
So,
you're
yeah,
around
one, I
your
guess.
when you're around like your family and they probably know you do comedy, do you like feel like you gotta be funny kind of? Like
I don't feel
like
that
in
ever.
conversation. For real?
Yeah. But like when I'm at work and shit, like and people know,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have to be a certain way. Like they're almost like I can tell that they're like, we don't believe that she's a comedian.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's no way, because
Okay.
I'm very quiet. Like I don't really
Same.
talk. Like I
same,
just,
same, yeah.
you know.
Now let me ask you this: do you feel like when you are funny around people that know your comics, do you feel like they feel like you're just like trying out shit on them or
Dude.
like fucking? Because I be feeling that sometimes. Like when I like if I have like a group
No.
of people laughing, they'll be like, "Oh man, I gotta come see you perform." And it's like, no, I'm not
Dude.
Like, I'm
doing
just
my
being
Or,
me.
all right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like, either either they're laughing at shit that isn't funny,
Mhm.
like, or they're like, you gotta like. One time I said something like, and they were like, I wouldn't do that one. I was like, I asked what time it was, you know.
Mhm.
Right.
And then the other times it's like it's like a day after they found out you're a comedian,
Mhm.
and you say something like, "Oh, I thought it was Tuesday all day,"
Yeah.
and they're looking at you with that wide mouth, smiling.
Yeah,
"Huh?
exactly.
And you're like,
And I'm just,
"Oh no, I was just talking."
just talking, bro. Not trying to.
We're not funny like that all day.
We're not.
That's the thing. Let's go back to that, because those people are the people that are our friends,
Yeah.
that are funny
That
all
are
day.
funny
We're in
all
our
day,
fucking
yeah.
heads, I think, all day,
Uh-huh.
For sure.
thinking,
Damn, they're trying not to be funny.
yeah, thinking about, look at this idiot trying to be funny. Like, let's
Mhm.
make a bit out of that or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know.
I got wee.
Yeah, I was wondering that because like,
Well, my favorite is when you meet somebody and then they find out and they're like, tell me a joke.
yeah, just the oldest trick in the book, bitch. I'm not telling you shit.
It's like, no. And I caved once, and it was like my boss and like another server or somebody like just egging me on, and she would ask me like every day. And I was like, fine, I'll fucking tell you a joke. And I told her a joke, and she did not laugh.
What was the joke?
It was my joke about lesbians and St. Patrick's Day.
Oh shit! Damn, they didn't fuck with that one.
No, they were just like, where's the punchline? And I'm
That
like,
joke-
see, that's why you don't ask a fucking comedian.
Yeah.
Because it's completely different if I were on stage with 20 to 300 people in front of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like,
And I
are here
told
to
other
laugh.
jokes.
Right,
Yeah, I said some other stuff and led up to that.
right.
Dude, 100% of the time, if someone asks you to tell them a joke, and you tell them a joke, it bombs. Like damn near.
110%.
I almost got out of. I.
That's what like street jokes are for. And we don't have street jokes.
We don't have street.
like,
Yeah, I told.
know?
Yeah, I tell jokes about like shit that like happened
Right.
or like shit I observed. But it's like you got 5 minutes, nigga. Like if
Right.
you want me to tell you like my
It's like sing for me. Okay, if you want me to sing for you, I'm going to sing a 3-minute song.
that's
you
probably
know?
annoying too. If I could sing, I'd be like, no, nigga, I'm not fucking. But
Right.
Amazing Grace. Like what the fuck I look like fucking coming out.
It's so funny because I was going to sing Amazing Grace. Look at us. Look at us being brown.
How sweet the sound. Like nigga, shut
You know?
the fuck up.
Fuck.
bruh.
It's just so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like
So yeah, people out there, don't be
yeah. Man,
Did you just grab that out of my freezer?
my manager always he tries to like bait me into telling me his set, telling him my set.
Yeah.
Like he'll be like, so when you go up there, like what do you say? And I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know,
What do you talk about?
I
yeah, and I'm
fucking
just-
hate
I
that
do.
shit.
And I was like, I was like,
Where do you
usually
get your
like,
ideas from?
yeah, exactly. I'm just like, okay, this is like a fucking 1997 radio interview with some fucking Bill Burr or something. He was like, so where do you get your style from? You know, but I was just like, you know, sometimes I come out and I'll kind of talk about the room or something. And he's like, no, but like, what do you say? Like, tell me what you say. And like, I'm like, Theo, I'm not doing my fucking bits for you, dog.
Right.
Right?
I refuse them every single time.
I'm
like,
sure we've all made the mistake once of doing it.
yeah, we just talked about it. Like,
Really?
Yeah. Did you have so when somebody asked you tell you a joke?
Never
what,
works.
what did you say?
Oh, God. I think I said something like, oh, yeah, I said I lost my grandpa the other day, but I found him, but he was dead when I found him.
That didn't work.
I mean, it worked. Like, they chuckled or whatever, but, like, one, they feel like they have to laugh.
Exactly.
And two, it's never going to be a crowd laughing. It's not.
Yeah.
There's something different about being on stage and, you know.
I told a joke for the cops one time, dog.
Yeah.
I thought I was about to get a DUI. For real. Swear to God. I was driving and these two cops pulled me over, and I had mad beer in the car and the open one because I was drinking a roadie, but they didn't.
Where'd you put it?
In the back seat, and I got so much in my car so junky that like I could just cover it with shit, right? So, so they don't.
Were they
search-
like, why were you shuffling around?
Nah, cause my window's tinted, and but they pulled me over because I don't have a
'Cause
bumper
you were
in
black.
my car. Well, no, yeah, that probably too.
That's what I was saying to EJ the other day. Like, if getting your windows
My
tinted
hat's
is a
real
good way
low.
to hide the fact that you're black from the cops, but also getting your windows tinted lets them know that you're black.
That's
Sorry,
right.
go on.
But yeah, so motherfucker pulled me over, right? Say I can't have no bumper on my car. I'm like, my bad. Luckily, he didn't see or smell the beer on my breath, I guess, because I didn't get nothing happened, obviously. And then they like, where you headed? I was like, I got a comedy show. This is when Marcus was doing Atwater, and and I was headed there. He's like, I gotta do a comedy show. And they're like, all right. So they go there and take my shit down. And they come back. They're like, all right, well, before you go,
Oh, boy, no way.
you gotta tell me a joke. I was like, ah, shit.
You got to sell that. You're like, can I stand
Oh,
up?
man.
Oh,
You
God.
stood on the hood?
Dude. Oh, Lord. It was fucking.
You're like, white people fell off. And they're like, turn around, sir. He's like, y'all in your Ja Rule days. He's like, I don't know what that means, sir, but you need to turn around. You're getting arrested. What'd you say?
What the trans pussy costs $30,000. No, it fucking. What was my joke? This was an old joke when I did comedy in Kalamazoo. I used to say to girls when when they asked me to tell. It's so stupid. Oh my God.
Are you embarrassed?
Kinda.
We're cops right now. Let's get serious.
Yeah.
I'd be blushing right now if I wasn't so chocolatey and fucking black. But anyway,
Chocolatey.
And fucking black are kind of synonymous, but go on.
whatever.
Chocolatey, though.
Chocolate. Nah, I said, hold on. I said, so when I'm at a party and I tell girls I'm a comedian and they're like, tell me a joke. And I'd say, like, show me your titties. And they'd be like, no. And I was like, I was just joking. And that was it.
That's what you told the
That's
cop?
what I told the cops.
Oh, my
bro.
God. What did he
It's
do?
Was
so
it a
bad.
male cop?
It was 2 male cops. It was a black and a white one.
And so
Yeah,
wait, was it quick? Was it like,
interracial
tell me a
cops.
joke, and you were like, show me your titties. Was it like that?
No,
No,
I had
he was
to
probably
explain to them.
like,
No, I froze up because I had to explain to them. I usually do this to girls.
Oh,
Don't judge me. But it
You
was
did crowd work on the cop.
yeah. I literally it was bad.
Dude.
Oh, it was awful. But
I would whip out a David Tell joke if I had to do that.
The white one laughed, but the black one didn't.
both of them laughed, but it was both the okay. We should send you to jail, but we're not laugh.
I would have done
Right.
2 separate jokes for the white and the black cop. Black cop would be like,
Right.
"Women be shopping." He'd be like, "That's Chris Rock. Hold on. We don't need bullet control. We need we don't need gun control. We need bullet control."
I believe you have my property. Yeah, dog. It was pretty shitty. Telling jokes for the cops.
Mm.
So let me tell you about something that happened to me at a show. I think I told one of you this. I might not have, but this is wild, dude. This is a crazy story. Okay.
What's the show? Can you say?
It's a show out in Utica, like Rochester.
Okay.
And after the show, the booker comes up to me, young guy, kind of around our age, and he
Flicks
comes
your
up
dick.
to me. No,
Sucks your dick.
no.
All right.
Any other guesses? The
No.
peanut gallery.
Fingers your butthole.
Ding, 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 ding. No.
Nice.
He comes up to me and he
Two
goes,
fingers.
"Hey, man, I know it wasn't malicious, and I know you didn't do it on purpose, but like, I was wondering if you could go apologize to one of my wives."
One of my
Pause,
wives.
pause. Yeah. Let's
One.
pause the story. Yeah.
One of your wives.
Swear to God, this happened. It gets crazier too. And I go,
Is this like the time you fell off the roof?
No, this is a true story. And I go, what? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you kept calling her she the whole time. And like, I guess a few times I was like, she gets it, you know. He can't see, she gets it, or whatever. But yeah, so can you apologize to one of my wives? And my sister was there, like first time she's ever been to a show. And she was right next to me, and she was like, "What the fuck?" And I've never heard that. What, can you apologize to one of my wives, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. I was like, what'd I do? And he's like, you kept calling her she during the show, or him she during the show.
Wait, so one of his wives was him?
And the other one, all right, he's got two wives. One of them, born a male, identifies as a woman, dresses as a woman. The other one, born a female, dresses as a man, identifies as a man. Swear to God.
So he.
And
Shit.
I kept calling the one that was born female, identifies as a man. I kept calling that
Her, she.
I kept calling him she.
Or him.
Him.
You
Kim,
kept calling
I love
him.
those Korean cabbages. Him she. Him she. Let's call the podcast that.
Him, she.
But all right, so dude, and I was like floored by this. Just one base, like I was floored right when he said, "Can you apologize to one of my wives?"
So you call his female-born male wife
Yes.
she. It's confusing.
A few times throughout the set. And then his male-born female wife,
You kept calling.
who was clearly fucking a middle linebacker or something, in a dress. Yeah, so there was the two of those, right? And here's the best part of the story, EJ. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, I didn't, I'm floored by it. Like, if anybody asked me to apologize about something in my set,
Yeah.
like go apologize to one of my 7 wives over there. She was raped. You can't say the voodoo doll rape joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would never do it.
Facts.
Ever. But it was based on me, like, just talking to the audience or whatever. So I was like, of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the best part of the story. I apologize to the wrong one.
Excuse me, Mr. Mrs. Kid.
I went
sorry.
up to the one who was born a male in the woman's clothing. And I said, "Hey, I'm sorry about calling you she." And oh God, let me get this. And she just went, no, right there, over there. And I was like, oh God. And I went and apologized to God.
Did she see you?
Him? I went and apologized to him, born she, and oh God, this is so fucking hard. I gotta stop and
wait.
think.
So did you apologize to him? She? Wait, no. When you originally accidentally apologized to her, she. Did you, or to her, him?
Wait. What does that mean? What?
Her, him means woman. Okay, I fucked that up.
Yeah.
So the dude that you fucked, or the dude
I didn't
that
fuck nobody.
you didn't fuck either one of these.
Now you're mixing up the story.
All right, no.
Yeah.
So the guy that you originally apologized to, that was the mistake.
Yes.
That was the guy that was born a guy. That's a woman.
Yes.
Did the girl that was born a girl that's a
Identified
guy?
as a man.
Did that man?
No.
Did
Yeah.
he see you fuck up the apology?
Yeah.
He did. So
he was right there.
this is the
Dude, and she, born man, was just like she, like borderline rolled her eyes, rolled her eyes and was like no, over there, you know. And I went over to him and And I was like, hey, I'm sorry. You know, it was nothing. I didn't come from the heart or anything like that. Like, I was just, that's what I thought. And he goes, yeah, I can hardly pass as it anyways. But the thing was, he just had a T-shirt on. Like,
he meaning the girl, right?
Has a womanly face, had just a T-shirt on, wasn't like overtly like, didn't have like a fedora and a mustache.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't like looking like Frank Sinatra or nothing like that. Like, and I was like, oh, I mean, yeah, I just, I didn't mean it. I didn't know or whatever. And then he messaged me later that night. He's like, hey, thank you so much. I made their entire night.
So, these were his wives. So both of them had a ring.
Yeah, but that's another thing. Why are they both wives if one of them
is a man? You should have a wife and a husband, or two husbands.
That I don't think we're being not woke by saying that either. Like, if I am married to a woman that identifies as a man, isn't that my husband?
That's your husband.
Yeah,
that person should want to be your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the woke thing to do.
Can you apologize to? Then what should he have said? He should have said, "Can you apologize?"
So you know what it is. Now that nigga is embarrassed about the fact that he has a husband. Actually,
whoa, he's a homophobic.
He's kind of that's some homophobic woke shit, dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
like he got them home and put them in a gimp suit and then tied them up in a box or some weird shit.
So who fucking in that couple, bro?
Nice dude. I don't think he's listening, but if you are, like, thank you for having me on the show. That was fun. That was a crazy situation, Johanna. You just missed the fucking. Me and EJ were walking on stones, like across a lava pit. How's your shit?
What? Trying not to fuck up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's just some some transgender shit,
Mhm.
You know how that be.
Do I ever?
Yeah, that's some non-woke shit, calling your wife not your husband, bro.
Dude, I feel like we're playing like lyrical jigsaw puzzles.
Yeah, this the shit Eminem be writing at the crib, dog. Just trying to just confusing ass. I don't know.
Homophobic? Nah, you just heterophobic. Staring at my jeans, watching my genitals bulging.
That shit is crazy. I watched a video of Mike Tyson earlier.
And you were like, I could take him.
Mike Tyson is one motherfucker in the world. I'm just like, I won't. This nigga said, he was like, I'll fuck you till you love me, you faggot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Said that to another fighter, dude. He was like,
I'll fuck you.
The whole interview, he's like, I will fuck you. He just kept saying, I will fuck you in the ass, you fucking faggot.
I'll take you on a night dinner.
Yeah, dog. I'm like, that's
go antiquing on the weekends.
Son, that's the scariest shit, dog. A nigga can say to you, fuck, I will beat your ass. I can take an ass whooping. There's some scary shit is when Mike Tyson says he is going to have sex with you, dude. That is way, I would be way more terrified.
Matt Crothers. Matt Crothers, my friend Matt. He we almost got in a fight outside of a bowling alley one time, and he was yelling at some dude. And I was like,
you will fuck him?
And I was like in the car ride home. I was like, man, what were you saying?
So what was that about?
I didn't even write that. I stole that bit. That's a Mike Tyson bit.
I was like, yeah, you say he will fuck you until you love him. That's some shit, dog.
Like,
that's hot.
He's basically saying, well, to you, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, to us, it's like we're getting raped. We're crying, probably screaming.
We're crying.
All of a sudden, I believe in God. I'm speaking to God in fucking Spanish. I'm
Who
like,
says that I wouldn't be getting raped too? Because I'm a woman.
Well, that's true, but I'd be in our asshole, and that's for sure. There's no other hole.
Who said it wouldn't be in my asshole?
We don't know.
Right.
I'm assuming.
Right,
I'm assuming he'd go for the.
Yeah, you're assuming.
Yeah.
I thought Nick was gonna do the right along, but
dude, I stopped doing it.
I don't think we're getting one tonight.
No, man. I didn't do the pun thing because of Doug. Fucked me up about it.
So we can't say the name of the podcast?
No, we're not talking about it no more. You ever hear Joe Rogan say, Joe Rogan Experience, baby? Maybe when they first started.
Yeah, nigga, he been doing this shit for years.
Dude, nobody talks about their podcast on their podcast. I'm telling you.
Bill Burr does it all the time.
Well, he'll mention like how he's just talking to himself and how he's a lunatic, and he'll just have a moment of breaking like the fourth wall or whatever. But like, it should just be we turn it on, people turn us on our podcast, and we just go talking about comedy, talking about shit. Let's not mention how we're.
Man.
Now you're just letting another white man run shit.
Run the shit, nigga. Tell Doug.
Fuck you, Doug. How about that? How about that? Huh?
No. Hey, first of all, when I told both of you that advice at first, you guys were both like, true.
Now you thinking about it, it's just like, nigga, fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck you, Doug. Actually, I'm not even friends with. I'm
Cut your hair. How about that?
Yeah. Fucking tall piece of shit, looking like motherfucking. You like a damn mosquito, motherfucker. You like a white mosquito, nigga.
White mosquito, like a mosquito eater, the
Yeah,
extra
right.
large
Like
ones.
an African mosquito.
You like, fucking,
African mosquito.
fucking stoplight looking motherfucker. No, I'm just playing. We love you, Doug.
So, Johanna, how far away you think the moon is? I think I was gonna forget about
I
that.
said
huh?
1 million.
1 million?
Yep.
All right, and you said 500,000?
Say 500,000.
236,000 miles away. So,
Cool.
Not that bad. Not that bad of a guess by either of you.
Really?
Johanna's a little worse.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how
Pretty
so
interesting, huh?
how far away is the flat moon?
Same thing. You know the Earth isn't flat though, right? Like know that. Though,
I think
right?
I think there's a chance that the Earth might be flat. I'm just not as educated on it as the dude who kind of convinced me, but I think the Earth might be flat, bro.
Who's the dude that tried to convince you?
I'm not gonna say.
Call him.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Brett Mercer?
Nah.
No.
I want to have him on the podcast though, but
Yikes. We
I
both
do,
are
but he
just
don't
Why
live.
won't you say his name?
He don't live. No, it's my homeboy Grayson. He's
Grayson.
I went
Call
to,
him.
That's the dude I went to the wedding.
Let me talk to him. Let me call him.
Nah.
A guy named Grayson would think the fucking Earth is flat.
I'm telling you, son.
Grayson.
How long has he worked at Abercrombie?
Right.
That nigga make more money than all of us, bro.
Fit.
For real.
Does he?
He the richest friend I got, I think.
Hmm.
Maybe he's not. He might be friend, but I don't know.
That's not saying a lot with your fucking 420 credit score and
Hey,
shit.
just because I got 420 credit, I'm rich off the books. I'm rich out here, son.
I legit get angry about the flat Earth thing. Like, it actually makes me mad because that was a thing back in fucking Galileo days. Like,
Do you think Galileo knew what the fuck he was
Galileo.
talking about just because a fucking apple fell off his fucking head? He's like, oh, shit, I discovered gravity. He's like, yeah,
was
I'm
Isaac
sure
Newton.
you Oh, what the fuck did Galileo do, huh? What did Galileo... Okay, let's talk about it. What the
pretty sure
fuck
he was
did
the-
Galileo do,
I'm
dog?
pretty sure he was the father of astrology.
Yeah, how the fuck... How...
Which one's the dumb one that Johanna believes in? Astronomy?
Astronomy.
No, astrology is the one that...
Astrology is the one the dumb one that Johanna
Yeah.
believes in. Yeah, astrology. You're like, oh, my chakras and the fucking stars are fucking...
I'm a cunt this month because I'm a Libra.
Yeah, the way our energies align, it's your moon is Sagittarius.
Yeah, yeah.
Shut up.
I'm super creative and needy. That's so Cancer of you.
Yeah.
Cancers are
Dude,
not
I love
needy.
Blaine Hill's joke about
Cancers are
let's blame
independent.
this one on outer space.
Yeah.
You know? That's a perfect way to put it.
That's a great way to put it. But yeah. So yeah, let's talk about
No,
that
he was
shit.
like the father of the I want to say astronomy. Astronomy.
Astronomy.
Right.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. So what made him the father? How did you
He
birth?
realized patterns of the stars and patterns of the moon and how it rotates around our Earth and like how we're on our axis and how basically I think that he was the one that realized that we aren't the center of the universe, that we go around the sun, and people took such offense to that. Basically the same way that people would take offense if we found out aliens weren't real right
and
now.
Nick, how the fuck did he know truly, bro?
Observation. That's what
he didn't
science is.
have
There's no
shit.
science is observation and testing.
So he observed. He stood in a fucking park and just looked outside. It was like
No,
we
he
ain't
wasn't
fucking-
in a park
No,
in
where the fuck
Chicago
was
like you're
he?
picturing it.
Dog, how the fuck
And
does
just
he know?
smoking an L.
We have iPhones. This
Yes.
nigga Elon Musk is sending rocket ships to space, and you mean to tell me a nigga 2,000 years ago could figure this shit out? Get the fuck out of here, dog. He don't know what the fuck he talking about, dog.
Dude.
Fuck that nigga Galileo,
We'll
dog.
add it to the list of things EJ believes.
I'm dead.
EJ's
ass.
going off
I'll
on
never believe
Galileo.
anything you say, EJ, because you prefer to take a shit after you take a shower. Okay? Like, I ain't got no respect for anything
It's a
you
fresh
say.
butthole, son.
Uh-uh.
All right,
That is so weird.
It's a fresh butthole.
No.
And it smells when you fucking take a shit, and then all the steam just fucking makes the shit
That's like you
smell
saying you
thick.
prefer a full trash can instead of a clean
full-
trash can.
No, it's like
Yes.
it's like cleaning your trash can and then afterwards putting trash in it right away. You guys like to fill it up with as much trash as you can and just leave it there.
And then clean it.
And then shower.
And then clean it.
And then put it in your bathroom.
And then then you got a fresh asshole for like.
And then you got a fresh asshole, and I use that
however
fresh
many
asshole
hours.
to shit.
I need my asshole
bro.
fresh when I need it fresh.
Exactly.
I don't even know what I meant by that. But also, it was Copernicus, not Galileo.
Fuck that nigga
But then
Copernicus too.
Dude,
Yeah,
Copernicus.
Dog,
He can get it
fuck
too.
that nigga Copernicus, dog. You had that even a real name. What's Copernicus? What's Copernicus' last name? What's Galileo last name?
That was his last name.
No, what's his first name? Mike.
Nicholas.
Nick, of course it was. That's why you look up to this
Yeah,
nigga
no
with your
Nicolas.
dumbass. Nicolas Copernicus. He was named after that dumbass nigga.
Dude,
That's why
Isaac
you like him
Newton
so
and
much.
Apple.
That's why
think
you're a
about-
dumbass.
Oh wait, hold on. For a
Yeah.
second. You were talking about the apple falling on the head. That was Isaac Newton, right?
That was Isaac Newton. He ain't shit either.
Think about. He didn't.
Who is shit then? Grayson?
Grayson, yeah, he knows
Grayson
the
from
truth.
Chicago?
Grayson Mitchell,
Knows
he
what's
knows the
up?
truth.
He didn't invent gravity, but he was the first motherfucker to question. Wait a minute. How come when I throw something up, it goes down? That's nobody in the history of humans before that had thought.
You don't know that.
Nobody.
Well,
Niggas
maybe they
built-
thought it, but
niggas
he
built
fucking put it on
pyramids,
paper.
but this nigga apple fall in his head, and he on the same level.
It wasn't as simple as that. He wasn't just like, oh, shit falls. Like, everybody noticed that. But, like, he realized that it was a thing that all right, basically, he discovered that there wouldn't be gravity on the moon or outside of our universe before we could even far have the possibility to
I'm
do
saying,
so.
how the fuck did he know that, bro?
Exactly.
How the
That's
fuck?
why it's so amazing.
Ain't no books. He just guessed. That's all he did. He guessed. He thought about it, and niggas took it as truth because whoever he was and whatever status he
If
had.
this is,
you
if
just
this
take
is your way,
gravity
if
'cause
this
your
is your
legs
way,
don't work.
if this is your way of thinking, then do you think anything's real? Do you think anything's true?
Life don't be seeming real to me, dog.
He's going in the bits.
You need a fucking. Oh my god.
It's the Ride Along Podcast. Doo-doo-doo.
No, I do think shit is real, but I think shit realer now than it was back then because we actually have like the technology and the fucking we have the means to just like to be like, yeah, fossil fuels are fucking up the earth because we have the shit to fucking test it.
Yeah.
They didn't have that shit. They
That's all
they were
because
riding
it was
fucking-
derivative. It was derivative. Isaac Newton started the theory of gravity.
Everything's a theory anyway.
Isaac Newton
true.
had to walk everywhere
Everything's
he
a
went.
fucking theory.
I don't give a fuck what you got to say, dog. He had to walk everywhere he had to go.
Because he had
bro.
to walk.
He had to walk, and you had no other means. If it was water, you had to swim, nigga. And I'm gonna believe you over niggas that invented boats and invented Teslas.
That's
and
like
invented
not
fucking,
liking. That's like not liking J. Cole because
always come back to hip hop.
that's like not liking
Alright.
J. Cole because how the fuck did Grandmaster Flash know what he was doing?
No, that's
That
not
is
the
all
same.
derivative. Yes,
That's
it was
not
it
the
was a
fucking
path.
same.
Yes,
And
Isaac
even-
Newton was like, wait a minute,
So-
why does that apple fall? And then Einstein was like, oh, I know why. Ba 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 ba.
Right. Can I talk?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I was waiting for you. Yeah, I didn't have no rebuttal for that.
Okay, so first of all, this is what the internet says.
Look how we can look this shit up.
Yeah.
You think
Newton-
Galileo could fucking
Hey,
Google?
Okay,
Sorry.
chill out.
Sorry, my bad. This shit be getting me hot sometimes.
Newton set forth the idea that gravity was a predictable force.
Mhm.
That's all he was trying to say.
Fuck that.
But he said that shit in 1680.
1680.
Yep.
Set forth the idea that gravity was a predictable force that acts on all matter in the universe and is a function of both mass and distance.
He was close. Einstein set him straight though. All right, so I got something for you.
I'll give you Einstein. That nigga made an atomic bomb.
Let me explain this to you real quick. Right? Isaac Newton, by his theory, you know how we revolve around the Earth? Or, I'm sorry. Whoa. You know how we revolve around the sun? Once a year. By his theory, if the sun one day just vanished, there's no more sun, we would instantly slingshot out of our orbit and go straight, right? Einstein was the one that was
What
like,
in
wait
the
a minute.
actual fuck?
How? Einstein was the one that was like, I'm gonna start this over one more time. This sentence over, and we're gonna
Okay.
write down what time it is.
Yeah. Hold on. Why did you want to stop?
No, I just want to explain this one more time to you because it's pretty interesting. All right.
No, I'm listening. And then
All
I
right,
gotta pee.
this is really interesting, and this blew my mind when I found this out. Like, because I was looking up why.
Move your fucking superhero socks out of my fucking way.
I was looking up why is Einstein basically. Like, I didn't understand why he's the most famous like intellectual of all time. And all right, so Isaac Newton said that if all of a sudden the Earth went away, or I'm sorry, God damn it, if the sun went away, the sun vanished, we would instantly lose our orbit and slingshot in this space. Okay. And Einstein was like, wait a minute, how could we instantly lose our orbit from the sun if the sun's light hasn't even died yet to our eyes? You ever heard that? Like how we're seeing the sun, the light from the sun that we see is 8 minutes old. You know that? So basically Einstein said that light is time.
Right.
So, because light has a speed. So, like, it takes 8 minutes from the light of the sun to get to our eyes. So how could we lose orbit before that even happened?
Bro,
so he basically discovered that
that used to explain this shit.
that is the
So
cosmic
boring.
It is excruciating.
Remember the time I wanted to
dog.
talk about my mom in the hospital?
Yeah,
This motherfucker
exactly,
started
son.
snoring.
Get your
Yeah.
exactly
Let
there.
me talk to you about some real shit that's happened to me.
Yeah,
oh wait,
See,
dog.
like if I was
Yeah,
relaxed and I
dog.
could explain it, but like
Get
I'm
your
over
mama
here
back on
rushing
the
it
phone.
because
That's-
I'm waiting for you guys to do what you're doing right
Yeah.
now. I'm over here like, Copernicus,
we done
and
did
the
it.
sun and the lights.
So light is 8 minutes old. But you see what I'm saying? Because the light refracts off.
it's like
Shut
8
up,
minutes
nigga.
old, I think.
Like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. These niggas ain't know what
This is
the
what
fuck they
happened.
was
Nick
talking
Kelly
about.
got into state and then he dropped out.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I didn't finish the course.
These are the
And he's
facts.
still wearing green, like he still fucking goes there and shit.
I got the
Get the fuck out of here. with that
I got the
bullshit.
gist of the concepts. I didn't really finish the.
Can we just like talk about pussy farts or something?
Yeah, so let's give it. Talk. Yeah, try to explain.
Every episode, we should try to
Did you
try to
forget-
explain science, and you guys just try to shit on me.
Dude, did you forget who you want?
Every episode,
Exactly.
I mean, if you guys
Give it a name if it
you
makes
guys
you
are
feel
dumb.
better.
You guys are
Makes you feel
idiots.
cuter.
You guys are dumber
Oh,
than Bart Dangus.
No, you
See,
guys
look
are
at this.
crushing
Yeah.
green.
Uh-huh.
You're just throwing a fucking
I didn't
filter.
mean to
You know
call
what?
you.
Go get yourself another beer so you can
But no,
relax.
I'm
All right, I'll be
listening,
right back,
yeah.
guys. So light is the cosmic speed limit. Nothing in the universe can go faster than light.
I'm not even looking at Nick, and he is talking about this.
I'm not even looking at you either. I'm looking at the ground because I'm really trying to think hard. Light is the
Looking into
cosmic
abyss.
speed limit.
Explain the abyss while you're at it.
There's no God.
We know there's no God. He doesn't even have a last name.
The son of
Yosef.
one. You would think like
What was his last name? Shish kebab?
shish kebab. Yeah, it would be something. Yusuf, did
Kebab?
you say first?
I don't know.
Yusuf, fucking
Just
Jesus
having fun. I'm
Denha.
trying to have fun. I'm trying to fucking wake up after your fucking lecture.
Fucking Yusuf
Kelly over here.
Samonda. Yeah, man.
Mr. P.
Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say earlier. I was saying that to me it makes very perfect sense that the Jews were the one that didn't believe in Jesus as being the Son of God. You know, just because Jews are very skeptical people. You know what I
Can you
mean?
just write a bit about this? Yeah.
Kind of. I was trying to, but
Yeah, they're scared
like
all the time.
it just like
Everyone's
it just makes total sense that it'd be like, no, he was good, but I don't know. The whole carpenter thing doesn't sound Jewish to me.
Not one of the greats, you know?
No. It just very no, I liked him. He did good. He kisses the poor's feet, but
Was Albert Einstein was Jewish, wasn't he?
yeah,
Smart Jew, huh? Okay.
a fucking German Jew.
German Jew.
Basically, what Einstein
I
discovered
forgot
is
everything
that
I learned
time
in school, bro.
that
Things that stuck
time
with
is
me were
relative.
like things that I learned in like sociology and psychology and like, you know, of course language arts, but honestly the class that stuck with me the most was speech.
Speech.
Speech changed my life. I was like really scared of public speaking.
learning
Yeah.
English helps.
And my fucking sucking white dick to get a green card helps.
Right.
I learned my alphabet real quick. Yeah.
True.
Please, no more semen.
Thank you,
No, no
Poppy.
more-
I mean, Daddy. My
No more to see, man. No more to see, man. I can't do it. So yeah, I don't remember shit from school.
Speaking
dog.
of seamen, how long did it take for Christopher Columbus to get?
Dog,
I just want to see if anybody remembers what we learned last week.
3 months.
it took 3 months.
Oh,
and
you ruined it, Johanna. I know you remember.
I remember 3 months. It took him 3 months
No.
and
Yeah, EJ kept saying 90 days.
90 days, nigga. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
right the first time. Damn no.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Just like your bill collectors. You got 90 days.
I'm like, no, I got 90,000 days, bitch. I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna get this shit to you when I got it, bitch.
90,000 days.
That's
You know,
another-
you know how many miles it is from the Earth to the Moon? That's how long I got to pay you back, motherfucker.
Exactly, son. Take a lap to the moon. Take a lap to the moon. I got
Take
you
a
when
lap
you
and
get back.
then try to call me.
Yeah.
I ain't giving y'all niggas shit until. Hey, you want to get your money? Shit, book me at the Fox, motherfucker. That's how you do it, motherfucker.
Right.
That's
What's
another thing
wrong,
Doug
Nicky?
shit on.
What's wrong?
Doug shit on our podcast about another thing. When we were talking in the beginning of the podcast about the like mailing from England to back, he was like, they had mail back then. You know that, right? Like it was like a common thing. Like it was very set up, and I was upset about it.
Wait,
Okay, well, if you are a listener like Doug, you have to understand that we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, and this is just for funsies.
I know
Hey,
what I'm
and
talking
listen, yo, if you guys got, if you guys listen to this podcast and you're like, these motherfuckers are idiots, which we are, then write in, all right? ridealongpodcast@gmail.com, or maybe send us some Instagram, send us some DMs at the Ride Along Podcast, and tell us, hey, Nick, we don't want to hear you talk about fucking Copernicus.
Don't tell them what they're supposed to write in about.
Right.
Okay? Dear Nicky Science Nuts. Speaking of that, speaking of that, one time, me and EJ were talking, because we all listen to the Bill Burr podcast on this podcast here, and one time me and EJ were talking about the Bill Burr podcast, and I was saying I should write in one time, because he answers people's calls, and sometimes he fucking answers them, give them really good advice, and sometimes he shits on them completely. And I mentioned that to EJ, and he kind of said it like, just, passing, like he wasn't even thinking about it. He said, yeah, I wrote in one time. And I said, really? I got all excited, and then I could see in his eyes that he wished he hadn't told me. And
I wish it wasn't so easy to find, bro.
I know.
It's so easy to find.
Tell people where they can find
Oh,
it.
we're gonna tell them. You gotta stay tuned in though after the commercial break.
Yeah.
The undies.
We've ripped off 15 podcasts.
We've
in
ripped
just
off
this
so
1
many
hour.
Honey.
Honey.
Do-do-do-do. Zip. Recruiter. Anyway,
Nailed
so EJ, he goes, yeah, I wrote in one time, and it's about like how I don't fuck with lingerie, or how my girlfriend was trying to get lingerie, and I don't really fuck with it or whatever.
Not my girlfriend. This is not my girlfriend.
It was an ex, right?
It was an ex of mine.
It was a long time
This
ago.
was like 2015 or 16.
Yeah.
I did this.
End of the story is I look up Bill Burr, and Nia was on it too, his wife, and they shit all over EJ. And the funniest thing to me is picturing EJ listen to the podcast, and then like he's like, all right, we got another listener that wrote in, and then he starts hearing like what is saying, and he gets all excited right in his face, and then all of a sudden they start shitting on him. Just imagining his face fucking.
He's also like, I'm not even going to say where this guy's from because I don't want to embarrass him.
Yeah.
And then he can't get through
Called
the
you a
email.
fucking
like,
bore.
Every like sentence or so, he's just like, this fucking guy. Like,
Yeah.
it's just,
Nia's like,
it's
you're a
so-
fucking asshole. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
He's like,
Yeah.
you're a fucking dick, dude. I was
Yeah.
like,
And
damn,
he like
Bill.
calls her in there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's like, Nia.
Come here, you gotta hear this
Yeah.
shit.
You
I
know
need
why?
your
Can you
help on
believe
this.
this guy?
So let me give some context to the goddamn email. All right. So
Don't
I
leave
wrote
out
it.
any parts.
I'm not. So I wrote in to Bill Burr, and I told him, like, there was this girl I was dating at the time who I went to go shopping with her for lingerie, and something about lingerie just never turned me on, right? And I'm paraphrasing, but I'm like, I just don't get why, I have to get so excited about something I'm just going to take off in 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And
It's a solid point.
and it's like pretty much like like I can't really hide the fact that I'm not that interested, like I just
You're
it's
supposed to
like
be sitting there
I
with
was
you biting your lip.
yeah exactly. I'm supposed to
Oh,
like
damn.
lick my finger and put it on my nipple or some shit. Like it's like nah, dog. Like I was just like I want to
Step
fuck.
one.
Take the
Step
shit off.
1, lick finger.
Step 2.
Yeah, like I literally like it's like take the shit off. So I'm trying to fuck, but like.
Yeah.
But like they're like, she just wants to feel sexy. Don't be a fucking dick, whatever the fuck. Which
And Bill goes, this guy just wants her in gym shorts.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Gym shorts, some Nike dry fit socks. Look like you just got done hooping.
No, you gotta get some nice lingerie with some fucking crotchless panties.
You know what turns me on? Workout clothes.
Yeah, you've been saying that.
Have I said that before?
Is
Yeah.
it the musty
Yeah.
sweat in their coochie that turns you on?
Yeah,
or-
something about that musty, like
Or
just.
just, is
Is
it
it
the
the
fact
wha-
that
is it
she's
the-
working on her body?
Is it the white women who wear it?
Mhm. You know what turns me on? Weaves.
Nobody ever said
Stupid.
nobody ever. Even black people. Don't. Ain't nobody turned on by a weave, dog. Ain't nobody turned on. It's just a sexy ass hat you got on your head, dog. Like it's not even your. That's not even your hair for real.
Some mink that's been permed.
Yeah, dog, like, I can see your real hair under your fake hair, bitch. I'm supposed to be turned on by that shit when I can visibly see that this shit ain't real. But no, I motherfucking digress. The lingerie thing, like it's just
But like it doesn't look good to you at all.
it looks great. It's just like lingerie. It's like lingerie football or something, or like like seeing like a Victoria's Secret model or something like that. It's just like cool. Like it's like that's cool. You look good, but I'd rather you be butt naked and sucking a penis.
Okay.
That's why
But it
porn's
makes
better.
certain parts of the body look better.
Yeah, until you take it off.
You
and
don't have to.
then the titties fucking roll down to the ankles, and then the fucking
like the red carpet, bloop, 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 like a scroll.
Yeah, right. Like fruit by the foot, motherfucker.
Oh, God.
And yeah, it's like you look good with this.
Johanna's papaya by the foot.
Step 3: don't make eye contact with the nipples.
I love a
While
good
you suck
nipple.
them.
I love a good nipple.
You heard it here,
Who
folks.
doesn't like a good nipple?
Yeah, son. Give me a nice nipple.
I don't like a not good nipple.
Small areola.
Okay.
Areola is. I feel like that's an eye thing. I'm thinking iris.
That's like the iris of your titty.
How do you know? Who came up with that? Copernicus? How the fuck does he know?
Nick's still hot because you could get your science knowledge off, nigga. Fuck your
I
science.
gotta get my science nut off. I got science blue balls right now.
The worst.
The worst kind.
The worst
The
kind
worst
of
kind.
science.
The science.
The
one.
worst kind of blue balls.
So-
Johanna got it.
But yeah, I don't fuck with.
'Cause it's a theory.
And to be fair, the girl at the time, it probably was a little bit of her because she wasn't like
Yeah.
the coldest bitch in the
Kind
world.
of pimples on
dog.
her butt and shit.
Nah, she was one of them girls
Can't
that
have a pimply butt.
she's a couple pimples on the butt. She wasn't like thick. Like she
One
was kind
for
of
each.
thick. You had them thick girls, but they weren't proportionate.
Fat.
Yeah. Yeah. She wasn't fat. Okay, fair. She was
Was she fat?
she was a plus size.
Okay. Well,
But she wasn't fat.
did you start with that
but
in
no,
your
she
email?
wasn't fat.
How do
dog.
I?
in all the
the
wrong
email,
places.
the email should have read, "Dear Billy,
My girl.
how do I tell my fat ass bitch that she should not wear lingerie anymore?
She was
'Cause it's a
sticking the
waste
wrong
of both of our
places.
time."
Looked like a Perrier bottle.
Yeah, she was kind of built like toothpaste, kind of like it was. Like she was
It's like toothpaste or wait, what'd you say?
like
From the Batman?
I'm still laughing at you saying fat. That is so funny.
she wasn't
like-
Thick in all the
dog. She
Yeah,
wasn't.
because
She wasn't fat.
Because thick bitches are proportionate.
Yeah.
You know.
Thick
So-
bitches. That's the key, dog. Everybody think they thick and they not, son. They fucking.
Blaine Hill said it best.
What'd he say?
Thick girls are the ones that would get fat if they didn't work out.
Wow.
Thick girls are the ones.
That would get fat if they didn't work out.
And like that reminds me of another Blaine Hill thing.
I don't
remember,
get it.
I remember hearing that and being like,
I don't get it.
and
A
being
thick-
all pissed, and then I was like, he right.
Yeah, the next day. Shit. He said
so
something-
you're saying if the thick girls did work out? Wait, I still don't get it, bro.
It's like, okay,
fat thick, slim thickman.
it's like a girl is like thick, right?
Yeah.
Because she's like built that way.
Yeah. So
You
she
know?
has. So she has
So, like,
titties and ass.
So if she like doesn't work out or like
That's what thick
or
is.
treats her body like complete shit,
That's what thick
then
is.
she's gonna get fat because she's already like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, let's say like 20 more pounds and she could be fat.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Okay, I get it. I see what you're saying. But like motherfuckers be putting too much emphasis on the thick, and it's just like, and she was one of them. Like her, like you got small titties, your ass kind of flat. You just look like a slob, kind of for real. Like
Listen, if you're gonna be overweight, you cannot have a flat ass.
you can't have a flat ass. You can't have
You
flat
gotta
titties.
That's one of
no,
those things you can't really control.
You
though,
can't.
know?
unfortunately.
You can
for them.
control. If you ain't got no titties or no ass, that means you gotta do some sit ups.
Yeah.
Something.
So, cause a lot of girls can pull the thick shit off with an ass or
There's
some
nothing
titties
worse than a
or one of
flat
those.
ass.
A flat ass,
Nothing.
it's depressing.
Dude,
Nothing.
you know those.
If you have a
fat-
flat
you know
ass,
those fat girl
unsubscribe
asses?
to this podcast.
girl.
You know that fat girl asses that.
Black girl asses,
No, I said fat girl asses.
fat girl asses.
Yeah,
like
'cause
the
this
ones.
ass comes in all.
It looks like a
colors.
heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna fucking say. That looks like a heart, and at the
got a
bottom,
beat to
and at
it.
the bottom of the heart, no, there ain't no beat to it, motherfucker. It's flat. There's no beat.
Oh,
There's
I thought we
no
were saying.
nothing, no bass, no nothing.
I thought a hard ass was a good thing.
No, a heart. No, I'm talking about a
No,
heart.
like
it's
the
like-
bottom of the ass is legitimately a triangle.
yeah, it's
Oh.
so
You
weird.
know the ones that
Yeah.
are like
You flip the heart upside down, it's good.
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, this is a right side up heart.
Yeah.
It looks awful.
Yeah.
And the crack is real long.
Yeah,
some reason.
long crack. Just
Long crack.
just a long crack.
that long crack ass.
Yes, it look like a ruler down your shit, dog. It's like, why you got measuring tape down your asshole,
Goddamn
bitch?
distance to the moon.
Yeah,
Dude,
but yeah,
it's rough.
fat bitch is.
What were you saying about that?
Yeah, what were you saying about that? I'm sorry.
What? Fat bitches?
Well,
you're just
yeah,
saying-
you saying-
you can't have no ass. You really can't.
You just can't. Like,
I mean, you can, but like, don't figure it out.
That's a white girl
to me,
thing,
there's-
kind of.
It's such a white girl thing.
Mhm.
But I have seen black girls with big titties and no ass.
Really?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
out there.
No. Shout out to y'all.
They're like little unicorns.
That's
but
like
yeah.
the
Mhm.
Asian that can't do math. It's like, oh, that's why it's not cool to say that as a stereotype because
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt your feelings.
Because of you. You're one person.
Yeah,
The one black dude that can't dunk a basketball.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
and we're back.
And we're back.
Per usual.
So, y'all got anything else?
Round, round, get around.
I get her. I caught it.
No, we want to talk about squirting.
Squirting?
Mm-hmm.
You squirter?
I am not.
Okay.
Then I think we're done here.
It's been a podcast.
No,
Everybody.
No,
we,
well,
were in an
we
Uber
had a
the-
good-
we were in an Uber the other
Yeah,
day.
but
and
we were talking about squirting.
squirting.
So,
Yeah,
we
it's salty.
were like, we gotta talk about this.
so squirting. So you've had a squirter before
Yeah, in my face.
in your face.
No, but I've tasted it
So
afterwards.
you wait. So it squirted onto your face, or you squirted close to your like? Okay, paint the picture.
I've only made a girl squirt by fingering.
Okay.
And to me, the weird thing about it is how it dries up beforehand, right before
That's
they're
what you were
about
saying,
to.
yeah.
So it dried up
Like
like
a,
midair.
All the liquids.
Yeah, oh God, you had a good fucking joke for it. See, it's
Yeah,
gone.
no,
We
it's
can't. I'm
gone.
telling you. Let's
Yeah,
cut
we
this.
were drunk in an
I'm
Uber.
telling you, you had a good fucking tag for that too. Like it does. Like when you finger it, like it dries up completely, right before. Like all the juices go back into the.
So the juice goes
a
back
tsunami,
in. So
you
it. So
said.
it. So
No,
it,
you said something better. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but you said tsunami.
No.
wait. So it shoots out like as a solid. So it kind
No,
of hurt when
what?
it, you said the juices
Yeah,
go back.
GameCube controller comes flying out. What do you mean?
Fucking Mario mushroom pops out. Blinking star and shit.
No, not a solid.
That was the only time Nick was ever tall.
Right.
Yeah, frozen. Yeah, it
Drank
comes
some
out
squirt
frozen.
juice.
Jason squared juice and he grew 5 inches.
And then I ran into a fucking Goomba and I went back down.
Touched her butthole and he shrank.
I tried to go up her tube and then one of those flowers came out. Also known as a hemorrhoid.
Yep.
Dog, wait, I want to know. Okay, I don't want to.
You never made a girl squirt?
Nah, I've never had a squirtle before.
Yeah.
Uh,
They evolved the war turtle in about a year.
well, yeah,
Classic joke.
classic. Motherfucking-
Gotta catch 'em all.
gotta catch 'em all.
You know it's my destiny.
So bad.
I'll finger you and you finger me.
I
Paul.
hate this.
Okay, but yeah, so it shoots out as a solid.
No.
So what are you talking about? The juices
Such
there.
an EJ thing to say.
What?
Oh, you're a dumbass.
Tell me. You,
Why'd you do that?
Motherfucker. I want to know. He said the juices went back into the pussy.
I know, because he yeah, it's like a retreat. He says he was claiming that it dries up completely right before it squirts out, as if the liquids are going back up into her body and then squirting out.
So it's like a
It's almost like he's making it up.
I think he is making he is making it up.
Yeah.
Right, Nick?
This is like Nick falling off a roof, but he's falling off a pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you have
So it's like icing coming out of her shit, kind of.
icing.
No, I didn't say it was
Like
thick.
icing.
I never said it was thick, dude.
It's part piss.
It's just salty.
So it went in your mouth.
No.
How you know it's
But
salty?
okay. All right. The interesting thing about it to me is like they're wet,
Salty,
they're
like
wet, they're
salt
wet.
water or McDonald's fries.
Like a sea turtle has been swimming in it with a straw in
Tastes
his
like
nose.
seaweed, bruh.
Like that fucking yes. Like fucking
like sushi.
Like
Yeah.
okay, soy
Fish
sauce.
and seaweed
Yeah.
together.
Lazy, you
Soy
squirted this. You
sauce.
squirt soy sauce at niggas.
yeah.
Clear soy.
That'd be gross,
Clear
huh?
soy
If
sauce.
like an octopus girl squirted out like black ink.
Yeah.
No, but like it's they're wet. They start like going, and then all of a sudden it retreats. It goes back into the walls, like it's a gun in the chamber, like a bullet just goes back in the chamber, and it's like okay, and then all of a sudden like it just comes out really fast, and then like you're doing that, so like a little bit of it like hits like your palm, and then it goes back into your face a little bit, and then you go like that, you lick it off your face like that, and it's salty.
And it's saucy.
But that's not how it happened. I've just done that and then like licked down there afterwards, and it
So it's cool when you do that, but when I
Did
eat my
it
boogers,
taste like a
it's
tear?
weird.
Did it taste like a tear?
Yeah, tears are saucy. Yeah, it tastes like a tear coming out your head.
basically
It's pussy tears.
girls
dog.
are just crying out their
Crying out the
pussy.
pussy, bro.
Yeah.
They're so moved by how you.
Yeah.
You know, some people listening probably have headphones on, and that was really weird.
It's like both
was
their
so
parents
weird.
died at once, but they're expressing it out their pussy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
is
That one
not-
didn't land.
That is not.
that was great. I mean, shit.
It's
I thought that was a good one.
Every now and then, jokes bomb on the podcast. And,
I think we should have ended it a while ago.
oh, I said.
No way. We
Oh,
caught
I
a
said
second
on the
wind.
podcast again. My bad. No, we're having a good time here, right? Are you guys having a good time?
I'm glad that you started pulling different strands of your hair because now you look like Coolio.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem. You were pulling the same strand for about 3 weeks, dude. Everybody was talking about it. You
Everybody
look like Alpha, but to the side.
out. Yeah, everybody was talking about it.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Trying
Well,
to get
everybody
Jedi
can-
braid going and shit.
Yeah, everybody can
Failing.
suck my motherfucking pee.
The side Jedi braid.
Right.
I'm gonna braid my
That
shit.
ain't the blackest shit you ever heard.
Right?
What?
Just like a hat. Just
Fuck y'all niggas. Fuck y'all niggas, man. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can wear my hair whatever the fuck I want to wear it.
You guys got any shows going on anytime soon?
Nah. We ain't got no shows. We ain't booked like that. Johanna's still retired, technically.
You can catch me at Mark Ridley's the night before Thanksgiving.
Hey. Are we plugging? Are
And
we
at
done?
Comics at the Lair this Friday coming up. Or not this Friday, but what day is it? The 18th? Yeah,
Today's the 18th.
this Friday. I'm doing Robert Schneider's show.
Laughs at the Lair?
Yep.
Hell yeah. That's it?
I don't know, guys. I got 10 days to recoup from my 10 days off.
Yeah. You gonna be rusty, musty.
I'm going to bomb in front of Bart's family tonight at Prankus with Bart Angus.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. And I
You
would rather
nervous?
die.
You nervous about Prankus?
I don't know if I feel nervous.
You really
I just
nervous?
feel like lazy about it. Like I don't really
Yeah.
want to do it, but I know that I can't wait. I can't not get on stage for 20 days and then go to Ridley's.
Facts.
You
If there's
know?
if there's any place that I'm never nervous in, it's
Especially
Prankus.
because I got people actually coming the night before Thanksgiving. So
For
I'm
sure.
like, great. Now I'm for sure gonna bomb.
For sure.
Anyway, enough about me.
What you got? What you got, Nikki Glazer?
Nicky Glazer. Nicky Gazer.
Nikki Gazer. Nikki Gazer.
You know what?
Nicky Star.
Shit.
Gazer.
Gazer.
Called me a female comic and then called me.
Stargazer.
Dickie Gazer.
Well,
dog.
December 26th, we got Kwanzaa. No, that's the 23rd. My bad. No, that's Hanukkah. Kwanzaa is the 26th.
Mhm.
And this Tuesday, December 31st, we got New Year's Eve. So come out and
Book Nick Kelly, y'all. He funnier than he is on the podcast.
January 20th, Martin Luther King Day.
You ain't got shit, bro.
Yeah, I got released tomorrow, and then oh yeah, wait, okay, November 30th, we got the roast of E.J. Watson.
Oh yeah.
At the
And,
Independent Comedy Club and
Brett Mercer at the Independent Comedy Club starting at 11 o'clock, and then before that we have a show. Where is that, Johanna?
It's in Royal Oak.
It's in Royal Oak.
That's it.
No,
Sorry.
hold on. We know. Just 1 second. We're professional around here.
Yeah, son. We suck at
Stand
plugging.
by. Stand
Gotta quit
by.
from.
Smokes and Jokes is what the show is called.
It's at a dispensary.
I don't know. Smokes and Jokes. Look it up. But it's in Royal Oak. November
Smokes and
30th.
Jokes.
At some time. You can catch me and Nick Kelly there. Anything
Cool.
else?
Hold on. Let me see if I got some shit. I'm supposed to be at Home Slice on Thursday, but I don't know if my car gonna make it. I'm kind of scared.
Then don't do it.
Yeah. So this podcast be out. I'm doing a Home Slice in Toledo on Thursday unless my car break down. So I might not be there. I'll give y'all 25th. I'm at Oak City Grill in Royal Oak. And that's next Monday.
Oh.
Is that the same show you on?
No. We're on one on a Saturday. You're doing Monday. So that's Comics on the Rocks.
Comics on the Rocks?
Yeah.
Is it the
that's
same
the one
people?
you're doing. I don't think so. I was supposed to be on that show tonight, but I dropped because of the podcast.
Hey, commitment.
Yeah, what are you going to do next week? That show starts at 8.
That show start at 8?
Mm-hmm. Silly.
Oh, shit. I got it written down for 9. I think the show started at 9, bro. But anyway, next I'm on a Homer Philly podcast tomorrow. With Darren Shelton and 2 other motherfuckers.
Do you know anything about The Simpsons?
I don't know shit about it. I'm a Family Guy motherfucker.
Oh, well, that's a
Yes.
conversation right there, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be new to it. I'm just gonna try to be. Oh, I gotta host Trixie's next Tuesday. Damn. Thanksgiving
Watson
next
is
Thursday.
busy.
And then my roast, next Saturday at the Independent Comedy Club. Come to the Independent Comedy Club every Friday and Saturday. We need people to come to that bitch for real because it was actually fun this weekend.
Yeah,
But like,
missed out on a great headliner.
yeah, y'all missing out on some cold motherfuckers because y'all niggas don't want to come out and support comedy. All right, just y'all ain't got.
Just because they ain't Bill Burr.
Yeah,
and they
son.
ain't fucking. I don't even know. 'Cause just
Yeah.
'cause they ain't Attell.
It's
they
like it's
ain't
cool to
fucking
see
Tom
David
Segura.
Tell, right?
Just because they ain't Sarah Silverman and shit. Like, these are the people. This was them before they were them.
Exactly.
They
and
are
this,
funny as fuck. They're so talented.
in their rawest form, son. You get to see these people in that time for $10, dog. $10. You paying $200 to go see fucking Jim Gaffigan. You know what I'm saying? You could pay $10 to go see a nigga just as funny as him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And do
and
just
we
as
got
long as time.
discounted tickets online. Ain't
Exactly. And we got and we ain't gonna rape you on drink prices. PBR is only what, $2, $3?
$2 for PBR.
$2 for a PBR.
$3
Come on
maybe,
now.
but either way, cheap as fuck.
Come to the Independent Comedy Club, 313 on every Sunday. You know what it is. Ride Along Podcast with 2 motherfucking A's. Like, subscribe, share. Look up Johanna and Nick on in their comedy life.
I'm just trying to wake up on my own time. We've been waiting on this for a long time. And it's go time, but we getting that slow grind. Whole time, shorty was a whole dime, but she just did a whole line. She tryna blow my whole mind, but I be in and out, get back to digging up a gold mine. Keep it honest, gin and tonic, gotta squeeze a whole line. Fuck a cold sign, blow up with my own trap, palm trees, calm calm seas, catch me on the coastline. Nigga, finna go live, niggas on the goal line. Jump over the whole line, we touching down on time, nigga. We was chosen, niggas dove and born sinners, born when the storm benders, twisting up the havoc, dodging drama, keep the thunder with us. We ain't lacking, nigga. Why you playing with us while we stack? They just snap without the label back. Now we taxing shit up front, then we snatch the back end. She gon' bend her back in, man, she just want some action. Might tell her cut the cabin, before this she was absent. Plus we in the lab camping, that's overnight. I love her early morning flight as much as I hate getting up. We gotta climb and reach these heights, we on the stage, that shit tonight. This music might change a life. I'm just trying to wake up on my own time. Whole time, shorty was a whole dime, but she just did a whole line. She tryna blow my whole mind, but I be in and out, get back to digging up a gold mine. Keep it honest, gin and tonic, gotta squeeze a whole line. Fuck a cold sign, blow up with my own trap.
Thank them hoes that ran their mouth, cause now they buddies coming round. I've been trying to spare these hoes, might as well take them down. Gang signs and closed lips, yeah, my steez on mine. Shut out that shit that I can't talk about, let's get it. I'm at my prime, that's all the time, that's worth the Dion. I need 21 birds on some savage shit. Freddy Krueger, high, chased the dreams. Got out the hood and went for man, I never played the scene. Drop the plate on my niggas, we gon' eat forever. Hold it down for the gang, and that's in any weather. Through the storm, I've been calm, come and check the palms. Cali trees put me at ease, let's enjoy the breeze. Overseas, black hand shit. You better get it while you can now, shit. Heart froze, new sweater, and this liquor got me sweating. We on a whole nother level, I want a whole other bezel. Kicking shit just like Kareem, hook shot, straight dreaming. That's word to Regis, the people need this. I bet y'all eat this. Shit, up when the drop took it to the top. I rolled up on the block and ball out a lot. Call a shot from the bench, the attempt to switch with 10 for 10 from the field. When I shoot, don't miss. Lionel Man G. Little nigga.
I'm just trying to wake up on my own time. We've been waiting on this for a long time. And it's go time, but we getting that slow grind. Whole time, shorty was a whole dime, but she just did a whole line. She tryna blow my whole mind, but I be in and out, get back to digging up a gold mine. Keep it honest, gin and tonic, gotta squeeze the whole line. Fuck a cold sign, blow up with my own trap.
I'm just trying to wake up on my own time. Waiting on this for a long time, but we been underground like a coal mine, and we gon' take this shit over, you get no shine whole time. I'm trying to make a little bit so I could get everything I dreamed of when I was a chick. Just tell my girl to take a pic, like interceptions. I know I could get this shit, just need connections. You know we VIP, just need a section, and we shooting up this bitch. Let's live in Weston. We said fuck it, took this path. No second guessing, yeah. No second guessing, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.